That's really... Okay, this is Charlie, who came in last night from Germany with Lufthansa Airlines. Okay. Charlie. Hi. Hi. It's okay. Hi. Good boy. You're fine, right? Hello. Clean you up a bit. You don't touch. Hey. Hi. Hey, baby. Hi. Hi, Charlie. Hi, hi. How's it going? Okay. Yeah. That's really... Okay, this is Charlie, who came in last night from Germany with Lufthansa Airlines. Okay. Okay, right. And he's looking for more food. Very, very, very interested in food. Okay, so I want to talk about the documents. There's basically, when we picked up Charlie from the airport, we got a lot of documents. Some documents arrive on top of the travel box, and some documents we get given from the airline. Now there's three types of people we need to keep happy. We need to keep the Hong Kong government happy, the AFCD. We need to keep the cargo terminal happy, and we also need to keep the airline happy, whether or not that's Cathay, Lufthansa, anyone like that. So anyway, we've got 36 different pages of documents here, and this is after the ones I've already given to the government or the AFCD. So I just wanted to go through a little bit briefly what the different documents are, just so to make it a little bit easier for you. So if you're doing this yourself or you're using us or an agent, you know what the things are. Okay, so first of all, the things for the airline. Okay, firstly, right, there's a shipper's certificate. I'll try and zoom in later for some of the interesting documents, for the main ones. Okay, the shipper's certificate. This is what the people have to fill in when they go to the airport at the other end and give Charlie to the airline. Then, what else? Okay, very important, airway bill. And on the airway bill, it has to have the name of who's going to pick up the pet. Otherwise, the people can't go and pick up the pet from the airline. And it's got all of the details exactly about what is the description of the pet, the size of the pet, the size of the travel box, everything like this. If you go into the airport to pick up your pet, you need to take this with you. You need to take a copy with you. You can't pick up your pet without the airway bill. Okay, that's the main ones for the airline. Okay, next, for the cargo terminal, we got certain documents for the cargo terminal. Okay, I've got the customs and excise form, because some of the pets, not all of them, but some of them, we need to go to customs where they check the crate, make sure there's no, inside the crate there's no something being smuggled inside the crate. So they might want to x-ray the crate, they might want to sniffer test the crate, they might want to open things up, they're looking for contraband being smuggled. Then there's a shipment release form. This form has to be chopped by various parties. It's been chopped by the AFCD, chopped by the Cathay Pacific cargo terminal. They won't let you drive out of the airport unless you have this stamp. And then, what else? Oh, I've got a couple of receipts. One's for driving into the airport. You need to have a special pass to drive into the airport. The other one is for doing the kind of like the customs clearance. So this stuff is for keeping the cargo terminal happy. Lastly, keeping the AFCD happy. So keeping the government happy. Charlie keeps pacing around. Okay, this is the animal health certificate. So in Germany or the country wherever you're coming from, you need to have a health certificate filled in. This has got all of Charlie's details, and it says that he's complying with the requirements for entry to Hong Kong, such as he's been continuously resident in the country of export for 180 days. Items like this. It's all signed off by a vet in the country where he's come from. It's all then been stamped by the government department of where he's come from. And so this is a duplicate because the original's already gone to the AFCD. We've got because he's stopped over nowadays because of COVID, some of the flights are not direct. Because he's stopped over in India or a third country on the way to Hong Kong, there needs to be an undertaking signed by the airline to show the AFCD, to show that he wasn't removed from his crate or from the plane in that other location when he stopped. Okay, dog license. He got issued with a dog license when he entered Hong Kong. Remember, every pet over 5 months of age has to have a dog license. What else? Okay, import permit. To enter Hong Kong, he got an import permit. You need to have an import permit. It's a special process for that. There's a lot of forms here all relating to the import permit. Yeah, a lot of them. Okay, a lot of duplicate things. Okay, so about 10 or 20 of these is all duplicate items. Here's his pet passport from where he came from, like the vaccine card. Here's a photocopy of all the pet passport, because of course the vaccines are very important from different countries with different requirements of what Hong Kong needs for those countries to have done before they come into Hong Kong. Another vaccine certificate. Another vaccine certificate. Some other certifications. Okay, I've got we've redacted it so you can't see much. But basically, we've got the client's identity papers need to show the FCD. Finally, airline certificate. This is a captain's affidavit. This is a duplicate. There's a certificate which needs to be filled in by the airline, regardless of whether or not they're coming from a third country, like a stopover in a third country, saying, I, the undersigned captain, do declare that the aircraft XXY whatever was coming non-stop from this country to this country, and that I declare that the pet's not been in contact with any other animals on the route. So then it's signed. So those are the forms. So we've been keeping there's something for the cargo terminal, so the cargo terminal's happy and we can leave the cargo terminal with the pet. There's something for the Hong Kong government, the AFCD. There's also something for the airlines. There's all these different parties that we have to satisfy. So that's just giving a little bit of rundown on what's required for pets and moving pets into Hong Kong.